Hello everybody, it's Ryno and I'm here with Craig and Panda, and we are dining today at Whispering Canyon inside of Disney's Wilderness Lodge, and I'm going to tell you all about it in just a second. Before I do, I want to remind everybody that this and everything that we do here is brought to you by Dreams Unlimited Travel. They are experts at helping you plan the perfect Disney vacation when you book with them. It costs you nothing extra on your trip, and you help support the channel and all the content that we produce, so check them out, dreamsunlimitedtravel.com. Now that I have said that, Whispering Canyon, and I'm going to say it a little bit louder than a whisper. A whisper. I just said I was going to say it louder, and then I whispered. So today here we decided it would be, I don't know, a great idea for our hearts and waistlines and everything to order all of the all-you-care-to-enjoy signature skillets that they offer at Whispering Canyon. So there are 4 of them. It's the traditional, the pig, the land and sea, and a plant-based option. Now, some of these do share similar items inside of them, and like I said, they are all you care to enjoy. And what's great is that we have a big table, and the server told us if we ordered them all, we could pick and choose which foods that we specifically wanted to reorder, instead of only like sticking to like one thing from a specific skillet. So that's nice, but let me tell you about them. There is the traditional, which comes with oak smoked mustard barbecued beef brisket, maple chipotle pork ribs, slow smoked pulled pork, citrus herb chicken, western style sausage, smashed potatoes, buttered corn, sauteed green beans, and that's that. The next one we got was the pig. This one comes with braised pork belly, maple chipotle barbecued pork ribs, slow smoked pulled pork, mustard barbecue piggy wings, western style sausage, smashed potatoes, buttered corn, sauteed green beans. Then there's the land and sea. This one has house smoked salmon, citrus herb chicken, spicy vegan sausage, charred portobello, charred portobello. But then you have barbecued cauliflower, roasted potatoes, sauteed green beans, and oven roasted carrots in that one. And finally, the plant-based option, which came with maple chipotle barbecued jackfruit, spicy sausage, mustard glazed beefless tips, herb brushed trick and chicken, roasted potatoes, oven roasted carrots, sauteed green beans, and charred peppers. I tried to make sure that I tried a little something from everything, every one of the skillets. I'm going to tell you, you know that I like a lot of plant-based options. I did not care for the plant-based skillet very much. I thought the jackfruit was finally like, it was okay. I've had a really bad experience with jackfruit multiple times in other videos, but this one was fine. The spicy sausage wasn't spicy, and it wasn't really for me. But I thought the mustard glazed beefless tips were actually okay. And then there's the herb brush chicken and chicken. It's the kind of chicken that I do not like. There are different various plant-based chickens. I like Impossible chicken, like the chicken nuggets they do. Those are really good. This was not that. This was like Morningstar maybe, and I'm not a fan of that one. So it was a weird texture. But the rest of the stuff that it came with, the potatoes, the carrots, the green beans, all that was good. The charred peppers were very nice. On the land and sea, I thought the salmon was pretty good. It was good salmon, like to be a part of a skillet. The chicken was like fine. It was fine. It's no like, I know it's not fried chicken or anything like that, but when I have like the baked chicken, I like when the skin's a little crispy, because I like to pretend I'm Hannibal Lecter sometimes, just for fun, as one does. Again, I actually really enjoyed the portobello mushrooms that were on that one. That one was, I really enjoyed that, and the barbecued cauliflower was pretty good. I feel like barbecued is a little lightly barbecued, very, very lightly barbecued, but I enjoyed that. And then on the pig, I don't eat the ribs, and I had the pulled pork. It was good. The piggy wings were interesting. I felt like they were a little dry. And then the western style sausage, that kind of reminded me of a kielbasa, and if you know me, you know I love a good kielbasa. And then that is pretty much it, because the traditional had sort of a lot of the same stuff on it. I feel like, I don't know if it was the brisket or the pork belly that I had. I think it was the pork belly, because it was really fatty. That was also one of those things where like it wasn't offensive, but I didn't love it. But I'm also not the biggest pork belly fan, so like I'm not a good judge on that. But I will say the mashed potatoes with the corn and all the veggies and everything like that, I did really enjoy that aspect of it. So even though I don't know that there's anything like I'm like raving about, I do feel like overall I enjoyed what I had. I'm tired of hearing my own voice, so I can only imagine how everybody watching this video feels. Probably turned it off by now. So I'm going to turn you over to a more charismatic. I feel like I'm drunk. A real.
Stop smacking the table.
I'll smack whatever I want to smack, Gregory. I'm going to turn it over to Mr. John Panda over here. I feel like he's going to have better things to say.
So if you've eaten here before, you know they call it themed. It's fun. They are a little sassy with you. You ask for ketchup, they yell at you, and they get it from another table. But something happened that threw me for a loop. I am not easily offended. Hey, I think I'm gorgeous, so I'm going to tell you what happened. The guy comes over with the pig skillet, and he says, I mean, really, he goes, I assume the pig skillet is going right here in front of you. And like, really? The low-hanging fruit that the fat guy gets the pig skillet? Again, not offended, but I mean, if they did that to a lady that was offended, just something to know. I don't know. It's weird. Anyhow, food-wise, I asked him about chicken, because that's my main meat that I'll eat. And I said to him, is it chicken breast? They actually brought me out 3 chicken breasts, which I thought were really nice. Like, they didn't make me go and rummage through all the chicken to see what I could get. And it was brined chicken breast. It wasn't dry like you could get, but it's chicken breast. And they brought, barbecue sauce was nice. I got some mashed potatoes. It's a little sloppy to eat. Like, if somebody, Ryno, says, do you want corn? You're not really getting corn. You're getting corn with kind of somebody's potatoes and maybe a little bit of beef thrown into it, because it's like, a skillet left over. So you have to like that. You have to be close to the people you're eating with and enjoy that family style. I think there's something for everyone.
I do not enjoy the people I'm eating with, so I just want it on the record.
I hope that's not me. You gotta be into that style. So, fun, but, basic, I think. It's fun. That's about it.
I'm going to attempt to not be too harsh on this place, because I do think the atmosphere is a lot of fun. It can be a little bit loud, but I still overlook that. It's been a place that I've been coming to since at least 2000, so it does hold a soft spot in my heart. But honestly, the food was not incredible this time around. It was pretty mediocre. And I think one of the hardest things I'm trying to struggle with right now is figuring out which one of the skillets to actually suggest. Just because the way we did it, I'm not sure that every family or every group is going to want to do it that way, where they order each of the 4 individual skillets. Everyone might say, I just want the traditional, or we just want the pig. So it's kind of hard to review this in the way that we did. But that being said, I think if I had to choose one over the rest of the skillets, it would probably be the pig. And that's mostly because of the pork ribs. I thought those were, they were on the fatty side, but they were still well done. They weren't even close to being the best ribs at Walt Disney World, but I thought they were good enough for the skillet. I thought the mustard barbecue piggy wings were one of the best things that I ate in this entire meal. That mustard really shined through. That's part of why I'm so impressed with it, because I love mustard. So that's just me on that. The sausage, as Ryno described, it was solid sausage, and then all the vegetables on the side, it all tasted fresh. And so I think I would probably go first with the pig. The pulled pork, it was negligible, and the pork belly, it's okay. But and then in terms of just some of the favorites from the other things, like with the Land and Sea, the smoked salmon, I thought that was actually, well done. And the chicken, also, it's chicken. It's not the most adventurous chicken in the world, but had a nice little crispy skin to it. And the chicken was, get ready for it, Ryno, it was moist on the inside. And that's all that you could ask for with it. The portobello, also very tasty. And the vegan sausage, unlike Ryno, I actually enjoyed that. I thought it was the right level of spiciness. Yes, it's a weird texture, but it still worked for me. So I think my overall feeling on this is that there are little things that I would pick and choose from each one of the skillets, but as a whole, there's not a single one that I would jump onto. But if I really had to choose one here, it would be the pig one with all of the piggy meats that I already mentioned. And I'm just going to briefly talk about the desserts because since we've started this, they have now come to our table and I can speak on behalf of them. There are 3 desserts on the menu: a Whispering Canyon Pioneer chocolate cake that is $8, and it's basically a warm cake covered in chocolate served with ice cream. A Granny Smith apple pie a la mode, so apple pie with ice cream, but it has like a cake texture to it. And then rice milk panna cotta, a no sugar added dessert with marionberries and strawberries, and that is a plant-based option for $9, just like the apple pie for $9. And the Pioneer cake, it's very chocolate heavy, so I wasn't really in love with it, but it was okay chocolate cake. The Granny Smith apple pie, I thought that was actually pretty well done. I liked that it wasn't too apple heavy. A nice touch of cinnamon went really well with the ice cream. So for me, that was a good one. But the best one for me was the rice milk panna cotta. With the berries, I feel like that kind of overpowered the flavor. But with the panna cotta, it kind of had like a nice cinnamon flavor to it that at least I got. And I would absolutely get that again.
I did not try the panna cotta. I don't usually like those type of things. The apple pie, it's an apple cake. And, I find this a lot in Disney, even on the cruise line. The apple pie, it's congealed, and maybe in order to be something that you can cut and serve, it's not like one of those apple pies where the stuff is oozing out of the sides. Maybe because they can't get a serving out of a cake. It's just not good. Don't order the apple pie. The chocolate cake I really liked. It was like a chocolate lava cake. It was warm and it was really chocolatey, and you had vanilla ice cream next to it, and the combination of them both I loved it. I thought it was really good. A little bit of dark chocolate, maybe some really good cocoa powder flavor from it. I like that.
I didn't really dislike any of the desserts. I would say that the panna cotta was definitely my favorite and was much better than I had expected it to be, and I really enjoyed what Craig had said. It had this cinnamon flavor to it that was really good with the fruit and everything, and it was this nice little portion size, which I really liked. Then I would say I also enjoyed the chocolate cake, which I'm not usually a chocolate cake person, but when with the ice cream, I enjoyed it. Like, you scoop them all together. But the cake was definitely interesting. It was almost like crumbly or something like that, like more of a cocoa powder consistency to it. And then the apple pie was like more of like a apple cake, sort of a souffle sort of a thing. I feel like I've definitely offended every chef out there by saying that. I know that for sure. But honestly, these were probably my favorite parts of the meal. But I like desserts, so I don't know. But yeah, I agree with, I think, Craig about it. For me, it's just a little bit. I know he said he loves the atmosphere. That's too loud for me. I also am not into like sassy service. Like, I'm too much of an anxious person to be like, ha, 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 they hate me. So that's just me. It's fine. It's fine. For my first time, would I come back again? Probably, if some friends came. But I would try, I think, one of the entrees that were listed that wasn't one of the skillets. But I don't believe those are all you care to enjoy either. But I might take a risk on one of those next time. I don't know. We'll see. I definitely would come back for that panna cotta, though. But I think that's all we have to say about the experience here. So if you have any questions about anything that we ate or about the restaurant in general, please leave those in the comment section, and we'll do the best we can to answer that. And of course, if you like the video, thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. But for everything that we got today, it was for the 4 skillets, and then we got 2 of the desserts each, minus the panna cotta. We only got 1. It came out to $362.55. That is after an annual pass discount. So that is with a total of, how many of us are there? 7 at the table. So
5 desserts.
5 desserts, 4 skillets, 7 people, and a partridge in a pear tree. So not inexpensive. So
cornbread.
Didn't you talk about the cornbread, Craig? Oh my goodness. Okay. There was also an appetizer that we started with, which was a basket of cornbread, which I'm not the biggest cornbread fan, but I gotta say, I actually did enjoy this cornbread. I thought the butter, the whipped butter on it was nice. I'm always surprised when I like cornbread. Like, I like it at Hoop-Dee-Doo. I liked it here. I definitely had another piece of it. So I did enjoy that cornbread quite a bit too. So the cornbread, Craig liked it as well, and he's a big cornbread aficionado. Panda also enjoyed it. So we have some pretty, the praise is for the cornbread, and I think the desserts. And then the meal's like, so. But you'll have to let us know, like I said, in the comments, any questions or your experience that you've been here before. What was that like? What you thought was good, what wasn't? I'd love to read those. So please leave those in the comments. Like I said before, thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and of course, don't forget Dreams Unlimited Travel as well. So thank you, everybody, for your time. Good night.